I was shopping at my local comic book store and noticed that the shelves were starting to fall apart. The owner was standing next to me complaining about his situation, and I mentioned to him that I do woodworking as a hobby. He asked to see some of my previous work. I showed him a few of my old projects and he was impressed. He wanted shelves that were sturdy and spanned all the way down the back wall. I got started with the design, and after a few revisions he was satisfied and I got started. The first step was to pick up my lumber. During 2020, lumber prices have greatly increased, so I spent some time shopping around to get the best deal while also trying to shop local. After coming home with my lumber, I got started making the cuts. At this point in the video, I am cutting the pieces for the frame. The idea is to create two stud walls that are a structural triangle. The owner wanted a slope so that the books could rest on the backs without falling forward, so I adjusted my miter saw to make a 10 degree, an 80 degree, and a 90 degree cut. Next, I had to cut the pieces that would tie the frames together on the back side. The owner wanted 15 of these shelves made, so I ended up with 120 pieces total for the frames. Up next, it was time to assemble the frames. Assembling the frames was very simple. Start with the 90 degree corner and attach the 2x4 studs as shown here. Next, we move to the opposite end of the 90 degree connection and attach the sloping pieces shown here. Finally, connect the third corner by attaching the slope cut to the back side of the 2x4 that will act as the face stud for the plywood to attach to. That sounds complicated, but the pictures shown here are a great visual aid. I made all of my connections using 2-inch screws. Pre-drill your connections to prevent the studs from checking and cracking. I made 30 of these because there will be 2 per shelf unit. The next step is to attach the plywood to the frames. I laid 2 of the frames down on the floor and attached a 2x4 cross brace to help strengthen the bottom and keep it from flaring out on me while I was attaching the plywood to the face. Next, I grabbed a sheet of plywood and located it roughly where it needed to go. Line up a corner and use a clamp to secure it. Do this to all 4 corners and then come back through with some 2-inch screws and attach the plywood to the frames. I used 1 screw per corner. The next step is to locate where the shelves are going to be and pre-drill some holes to help support the shelf and keep the shelf board horizontal. I located where I wanted the screws to go and made some marks along my tape measure down the face of the plywood. These marks will be covered by the shelf, so I was not concerned with the appearance. After making the marks, I pre-drilled the holes for the screws. I also used some clamps to help hold the tape in place. The final task was to assemble the shelves. I made the shelves from the same plywood they are attached to so it would have a seamless appearance. Each unit had 6 shelves, so I had to make 90 shelves total. This part of the project was tedious. I took the shelves and attached a steel bracket to each end using a speed square as a guide to help keep the bracket straight. After attaching all the brackets to the shelves, it was time to attach the shelves to the plywood. I grabbed my spacer, my clamps, my drill, and my screws and went to work. This part took about a week. I'm happy to say that the shelves all turned out great, and the owner as well as the customer seem to love the new shelves. The change in appearance in the store is almost night and day when you compare the previous movie gallery style shelves made from the particle board to these custom made plywood shelves. These are going to last a really long time. I think the owner is ecstatic. I believe he also wants to come back and paint these at some point. If you notice in the video, they're left unfinished. That was by request. It was really hard for me to do. I wanted to epoxy these and make them slick and just really shine and be pretty, but that's a project at some other point that I might do a walkthrough video on.